All right, guys, this is the second part. Last thing you've got to learn. Pretty awesome. So we are going to be finding slope from an equation. So you have an equation, we're going to find the slope. So what is the slope of the graph y equals negative 3x plus 2? Well, we could do a lot of work. We could build our table, because you know how much I love tables, negative 1, 0, 1, and then we could go through and plug it in. So we could do negative 3, parentheses, negative 1, plus 2. In our calculator, when we do that, we end up getting 5. Then we could do this again, negative 3, parentheses, 0, plus 2. That becomes 0, add 2, 2. All right, now we could go through and subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. Negative 1 minus 0 is negative 1. I stack them, y over x, 3 over negative 1, and that's my slope. Whew, that took some work, but it's totally doable. So you can remember that way if you like that way. That's the way you can do every single one of these. But I want to teach you the trick because I want you to be able to move through these a little bit quicker. So we've talked about this a little before, y equals mx plus b. Remember, our slope is always this m right here. Our m is our slope. So without even thinking about it, I could look at this equation and voila, the slope is the thing squished right next to the x. It's not after, it's right before. So without doing all my table work that I did over here, I can just look at the equation and see that my slope is negative 3, which is what we got over here. If I take 3 divided by negative 1, that's just negative 3. So super simple, the slope is negative 3. So it's your turn. Pause the video. Tell me what the slope is. Write it down on your paper. Did you decide to make a table or did you just do the cheat? I'm going to do the cheat. So I know that the slope is always squished next to the x. It's right there. The slope is 1/2. You could have built the table. I'm not against that. But this is much quicker. And I like to be quick. All right. We need to now find what is the slope of the graph here. Okay, so normally, I could just see what's squished next to the x, but this equation does not match my equation up here. That's an issue. So we have to go through and we have to figure out how to put this equation like that. So, I just erased a lot of things. This was 1/2. I'm going to go through now and see what is the slope, or find this equation in y equals mx plus b form. So the first thing I have to do is box my y. That means I'm subtracting the 4x over. This crosses off, so I'm left with 3y. Remember to keep the sign with it. Equals, and because I like to keep this form up here at the top, I'm going to put my x first. So I'm going to have minus 4x plus 15. All right, does this match our equation perfectly? Not quite. So, last step I have to do, I have to divide. And so, I need to divide everything by 3. So, I'm left with y equals, that kind of looks like an x, y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. What was the question again? What is the slope? What is the slope here now? I've got it in the right form. The slope is squished next to the x, so negative 4 over 3. Again, if you don't like this shortcut, you can make a table. It's just going to take you quite a bit of time. All right, so I did that one for you. It is your turn. What is the slope of the graph here? Your turn. So pause the video. Try it on your own, please. So you should have boxed your y, subtracted, done all that fun jazz. you are going to end up getting y equals negative 2x plus 4. Your slope is the thing in front, so my slope is negative 2. If you are not sure about that, you need to raise your hand, ask a teacher. I'm going to have you try this next one as well. So pause the video, try this next one as well. Alright, so I'm looking at y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. Please don't cheat. Make sure you're doing this on your own, asking when you're not sure. So that means if I use my cheat, the slope is this negative 2/3. Pretty simple. Alright, very last thing. Super simple. Now back to that parallel, perpendicular, or neither, and we've got our equation. So we need to know what is the slope of a line parallel to the line y equals 2/5x minus 9. Well, if you remember, y equals mx plus b. M is our slope. Where is our slope on this line? Squished next to the x, 2/5. So what is the slope of a line parallel to the line 2/5? Well, parallel to L's, same slope. So what would be the same slope to 2/5? 2/5. Pretty easy, guys. Just got to remember those words. They are posted on the board on the day of the test. So it's your turn now. I've got two lines here. Are they parallel? Same. Perpendicular? One positive, one negative, and flipped? Or are they neither? So first thing you need to do, find the slope. And then tell me parallel, perpendicular, neither. Alright, so what do you think? Here I see my slope as 6. Here I see my slope as negative 1/6. Which one are they? I hope you're saying perpendicular. And that's it. You've got all you need to be successful in the final. So your last step now, go back to that alex.com and do quiz number 3. Check it with the teacher when you're done. Great work today. Please ask when you have questions.